Welcome back, y'all. I always say I want to make it fast, but we will see. These are my travel mini decks that I actually really enjoy. I'd like to collect more pocket decks, but one thing at a time. So we have this new moon in Libra today, and there's a couple of different things going on. There's like a Mercury, Mars, something. But overall, just to keep it on the basics, the biggest thing about this new moon in Libra is that it is also on a Tuesday, a Mars day. So like a new moon, they're both cardinal signs, which means that they like to get shit started, begin things, initiators. And so to have it on a Mars day or an Aries ruled day, right? Mars, the planet of making shit happen, and the moon, the new moon, which is for new beginnings, as well as it being in the sign of Libra, which is also a cardinal sign, and ruled by Venus, right? And so we're talking values, we're talking resources, we're talking relationships, partnerships, right? Partnerships, collaboration, money, value, and a lot of times people focus on like the relationship portion of Venus, but that is not all that it is. It's part of it though. And so what would you like to bring in that brings you ease, right? What kind of relationships would you like to experience and be a part of? I am traveling, so you're going to hear all kinds of sounds. What kind of... How do you want to feel about yourself? Because that's also the thing. Like, you could want anything, but if you don't feel worthy of the things... I know what I'll be doing now. If you don't feel worthy of what you're asking for, right? Then it's hard to receive what you're asking for. Or if you're resistant or you don't believe that it's viable, that it can happen, then you're sending a couple of different messages to those energy spirits, what have yous, trying to help you bring in the things. Oh shit. Alright, I don't have enough crystals for this. Because I was thinking maybe like 2 decks. Alright, so we have whatever. We have a Chalcedony, we have a Larimar, and I will put... Nah, because the last time I shared some shit, somebody was like, and then my thing broke. Selenite. There we go. So we have the Chalcedony, card number 1. We have the Larimar, card number 2, and then we have Selenite, which I use all the time, so it looks a little rough. All right, and then what I'll do is I will use the Rider-Waite to get some clarification. I feel like we need to talk about some things, right? So, what are you calling in? What have you been working on for a while? And you're like, I'm ready to do this thing. Are you working on healing your inner teenager? Sometimes we take care of the child and the teenager is up next. And so, when I think about Libra, I also think of like, were we being overly appeasing or diplomatic with the way that we live our lives? Are we awaiting approval to value our own selves? Are we waiting for external validation to feel accomplished, or like, I don't know. Are we feeling like someone else needs to make the decisions for us, like we can't make the right decision? All things to consider, right? So, let us begin. So I'm just going to shuffle this. Also, for those who feel called, self-adornment. If you've been getting told to, or feeling like, oh, I want to buy some things, I want to do these things, I want to, more than usual, it's probably because it's time for either a new look or an add-on to your magnificence, babes. So I'm just going to pick one off the top. The Hermit. Okay, what do we have going on? Let me actually, my phone. So I forgot what Chalcedony is, but it does very much give me like a mystical touch to it because it's so shiny. It's so shiny. I just haven't worked with Chalcedony in so long, and this is like in my travel bag. So look up Chalcedony. It does feel very like inner worldly, decorated, very Libra. Very Libra. Beautiful things. Okay. So I will be... Oh, alright. Alright, so... We have a... Okay. So someone's isolating. Whoop. We have a King of Cups. Alright. This is... Let's talk, friends. So you have the Hermit. The Hermit is usually the one who goes within to study, uncover, learn about themselves, learn about the world, maybe locking into a new, to study something, right? To lock into your own magical situations, what have you. But the other part of that is, ain't nobody seeing you. You've been inside, right? And to get the things that you desire, you do have to go outside, friend. I'm so sorry. You are self-isolating. I don't know. I could know. Justice card. Okay. So, with the mixture of the Justice card and the Hermit, right? Maybe things have placed you at a part of your life where you're like, fuck this shit. I'm gonna go do me, and I've experienced things that either are unfair or in waiting for the season for me to emerge, right? The season is now. You have all the tools. You have spirit backing you up. You have everything that you need. You don't need to learn more. It's literally the season of refocusing on the things that make you feel emotionally balanced, right? And it's kind of like you've gotten to a point where things have been so disappointing that you're like, this ain't gonna work for me, this ain't gonna happen for me, whatever. But like, you're officially your worst op. You literally have the Eight of Swords, which, for those who are not used to this card, home person is not tied up for real. Like, the feet, you could start walking. You could move your arms. You're not in like a dungeon or anything. You could literally free yourself. Are you ready to be responsible for your life? You've done all the studying. You've done all the research. You've done all the growing. When do you start living? Because you're over here literally isolated. You're an island. And not in a good way. People are looking for the things that you create. People are looking for you. You have not met everyone that is here to experience you, to love you, to support your work. Allow yourself to be open and surprised. People are looking to offer new things, but you need a new attitude, homie. You need a new mindset. You need to free yourself and believe that the things that you have been preparing for are going to come. Maybe not in the way that you expect, right? But thinking worst case scenario does not allow you to envision best case scenario. What if it all works out? What if you can live a beautiful life? What if you can receive the resources after a long time of maybe not receiving them, of experiencing an unfair life, regardless of all of the craziness that is happening? Maybe you're overwhelmed by the things that are happening, but we have to keep living, and we have to live well, and we have to live long. And isolated and imagining all the worst things that can happen just shortens your capacity for joy. You still need joy, even if you're doing resistance work, even if you're doing liberation work, even if whatever. You still need pockets of awe and joy. And if everything is an emergency, you will burn out so quickly that you can't enjoy the things when it's time to emerge from the cage. Oh, the cage. The cave. So, go out and live. Like, literally, it's giving, go out, live. And if it's not that you don't want to be, like, super out in the streets, it could just be, go visit people that pour into you. Go be in community with places that you have already deemed safe. Because isolation ain't working for you. Boom. It's time. You've done all the things that you've needed to do. Go live. I hope you call in life and living and knowledge. You've got the knowledge, but you need the street smarts. You need the living smarts. You need the biggest knowledge of all, and that is experience. So, card number 2 is Larimar, only found in the Dominican Republic. It's like a specific part in the DR. I mean, it's the energy of the ocean. It's cleansing, it's renewing, but it's also calming and recalibrating. So, I have the One of Coins and the Six of Swords. Oh, well, they're always interesting. All right, so we have the Ace of Coins, which was first, and then these came afterwards. Ace of Coins, One of Coins is the Ace of Pentacles. New beginnings around value, resources, money, right? Then we have the Six of Swords, which can be you're leaving things behind, heading to wherever this new beginning is. It could be like starting a new job and having to leave where you've been for the new job or travel more for it. But it is an offering that opens up a new adventure, is what I will say. And what's interesting about this Knight of Cups, is that this knight is also leaving, heading somewhere on their way to the city. There is something on the horizon for you that is you're heading to a new place that will give you what you've been looking for, right? Six of Swords is like, I'm betting on myself, I'm gonna head out. Knight of Cups is literally coming in to not even recalibrate, but like to focus and save the day emotionally, right? Like to be able to say my emotions are worth protecting and I'm ready to head out. Maybe the places that I have been have not been conducive to my emotional well-being or my emotional expansion. Seeing the world much bigger. Imagining what if and following that what if. I'm getting a Justice card for many of you. So if you were interested in card number 1, the beginning of your story feels like card number 1. And then this is your, big break, your outcome, your decision to really say, let me give myself a chance. Let me bet on myself. Let me try new things. I know what life has been like most of my life, but now it's time to make a big decision, but something that maybe other people won't like. Okay, go to card number 1. Go to card number 1. Bet on yourself. You will never lose. Expand possibility within yourself because you get your just due. I didn't even mean it to rhyme, but here we are. What will you be asking in this new moon? Be it support, balance for your new beginnings, be it just the most beautiful beginnings and possibilities in your life. Whatever it is, do not be afraid. What is the shout out to whoever wrote it on Twitter first? Ask for more. The universe is not on a budget. Just because you are doesn't mean the universe is. God, universe, a lot. Whoever you rock with, who all you rock with. This is Selenite. It cleanses energies. I always talk about selenite and the power of selenite. It cleanses energies from your stones, from around you. It is, oh, I flipped that over. That's interesting. The world. Anything else? So, card number 3. All right. 10 of Wands. Let's pull, because we went from the world to the 10 of Wands. You're completing something. Are you ready for your new beginnings? Because it's over. The fighting, the overburdening, the bad lady. That's what it's very much giving. You gonna hurt your back. All of these are interconnected. Okay. I don't know what's going on here. Okay. All right. Wow, I love this. This basically, all 3 cards feel like they are interconnected. So if you are interested in any of the cards, just watch the whole thing through. Just watch the whole thing through, to be honest. If you were card number 3, just watch the whole thing through. So, these are literal new beginnings. You have been, ooh, what does this say? Oh, I like this a lot. Beware of closing doors. You got all this stuff you carrying, leaving behind some important things because you're holding on to too much shit. But it is also the 10 of Wands. You're done holding on to too much shit. But are you really? Are you making that a conscious decision versus an unconscious decision, right? because the first thing that came out is the world. And damn, I wanted to read it. And the world, like, literally the world is your oyster, right? It is at the palm of your hands. Are you going to let go or unfist your hand, open your hand, release what's been there so that you can have the more? To believe that you don't have to keep carrying extra shit. Let the closing doors close. They don't gotta come with you. What is it Toni Morrison said? If you want to fly, you gotta get rid of all the shit that weighs you down. I believe it was Toni Morrison. If it is not, please correct me. And that's really the facts. It is up to you to leave the things, literally, leave the old expectations, projections, thought processes, the beliefs that some shit gotta work out exactly the way that either you were told or you were programmed to, or whatever it is, right? Leave that old shit that has not worked for you in the last 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, 20 years. Life is never going to be what we expect it to be. Because it's a group project, and that is sometimes part of the problem. Right? But also, it is a group project, and sometimes people come in and they bring things that make life a little more magnificent, make life a little softer. And it's up to you to open your arms to that. Leave the old programming behind. Maybe your new moon is asking you to usher in a new mindset that is more expansive. Because what happens is, for me, is like, it's no longer head over heart, it's together, right? It's head and heart. It can be you meet new people that fill your cup and y'all both overflowing, or you meet opportunities that are emotionally fulfilling, or you fall in love, right? Like, when you're open to possibility, the possibilities are endless. And do it with a new slate. It's an adventure. Life is an adventure. It is not it's not a program. It's not something you upload and that's that. Be excited. Be in awe of what's going on. Have a beginner's mind in the way of like, I've never done this before. This is your first time experiencing this life in this life. Right? You are new to all the shit that is happening. You're doing your best, and you're not supposed to know every single detail of what's next. But you can live as beautifully and as excitedly as you can. Romanticize your lives, people. That is what I have for y'all. I know it's like cookies, but we getting clear, direct, and to the point. If anyone was called to more than one card, please look at all of them. It feels like the story, everyone is in different parts of their story, but all of the stories are interconnected, be it a past, be it your current. But it's literally what's possible for you. So I would write some shit down of like things that you want. You can also do release rituals and things to kind of further clear the way. I would say for those who have bathtubs, do a beautiful, like a bath, like a sweet bath, a sweetening bath, glamours, whatever you're into. And if you know what I'm talking about, then you'll know what you need to do. But like, remember that you are dope as fuck. That you are beautiful. Even if you are too used to your own face, right? Beauty is to be beheld. And that includes life. And so happy new moon. Let me know what cards you got. Subscribe. Like, please like. Please share with a homie. Tell a homie. It makes me it lets me want to keep going. Shout out to all 10 of y'all who be listening, watching, affirming. And I will see y'all on the next moon. Bye-bye.